Chester. There's my cat. Chester. Are you ready for some Final Fantasy? Good to know. Hi, I'm Drumbo. So, NinJULYden, woo! So, figure, because, in the original run of Final Fantasy, you can bring a ninja if you want, and that's not a great idea. Mostly because the crits for weaponry don't work correctly, so the katana and the vorpal aren't great, and some of his spells just straight up doesn't work, so he's just a wildly inferior fighter. I'm running what's called vanilla-ish. It is, if you played the randomizer, there's a whole bunch of quality of life things, multi-purchasing things in shops, you can boost gold, which you double the gold, double the experience, half the cost of things, run faster. Running actually works in some instances, and where you can't run, it'll actually say, wait, good to know, things like that. Generally, it fixes the game, makes it much more playable, much more accessible to the newer runners, and so, like, the normal run, you would run, like, normal marathon save, you'd run 2 fighters, 2 red mages, and 1 more vowel. Because you get the good utility, you get the early spells, and in the late game, you have to have a knight to be able to make it work. Or you could have a black belt and over-level him, and that's not very fast. For vanilla-ish, you can have the shell of a fighter, who I like to call Hit. You're going to have a red mage, I skipped right past him, who I just, utility, we're going to call him that. You have a black mage, who I like to call Nuke. Hey, why not? And then you can pick a 4th person, and you can pick none if you wanted to, just all the experience goes into these 3 guys. That's the fast run, which can be done in almost an hour and a half. But it opens up the ability for everybody else to actually work in the scheme of things. You can have a 2nd fighter if you want, still works great. The thief is what we're going to be using, but we'll get to that. We know the black belt. You can use another red mage, better utility just across the board. The higher experience means he's actually getting to sling a lot more spells, so again, they're useful more in the late game. It's the lack of hit points that kind of hurts them. And you have a surprisingly large amount of undead that you wind up fighting throughout the game, so the white mage, who is predominantly going to be there to heal things, can actually pump out pretty good damage. Like, if you think you're going to have issues with the zombie dragons, because you just ran through all your fire 2s on mummies, no, you're still good. You're fine. But last, definitely not least, is the start of the show for NinJULYden. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? Yes. No, the kitty wandered off at this point. Where are you anyway? Oh, he'll show back up, I promise. It's gonna be, what are we gonna call him? Normally I call him Flea, or Meat, as in Meat Shield, but since he's gonna be the star of the show, let's give him a slightly more fitting name. Crit. So, we'll just explore more of it as we go, but this is effectively the vanilla game, but we get to actually use different fun teams. Yay! 3, 2, 1, poo! Don't like any of that. I'm going to move him right up to that secondary slot right here. And as you can see, like, all the weapons and such, they cost less. Good to know. Now, it sucks if you're trying to make money by, like, selling off a bunch of stuff that you looted from treasure chests. Which, that does wind up kind of being a thing, but thankfully it is not game-breaking. You can just, as we wind up doing, we fight a couple more Kaizoku than you would in the vanilla, which is, frankly, any Kaizoku is what you fight. And that gets you all the money that you need. Like, the ogre grind that you do early on in the game, we're going to do 2 ogres. Well, 2 ogre fights. And I do want to make sure that I get Cure, and I'm not going to do what I did during Retrothon, which is accidentally buy lightning and fire on the red mage. You do not do that. He has to have room for ruse, otherwise he's not going to be able to do anything against Kraken. Is that the right passageway? I think that's right. Yeah, okay, I'm still on there. There's like a couple different ways to do the right step count here, because you don't want to get into the second fight outside of the Chaos Temple. Well, you're already getting hit, aren't you? Normally I wouldn't worry too much about, like, whoever the 4th person is. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm actually going to go ahead and heal him. Normally if he dies, he dies. Oh no, it's more experience going to everybody. But again, it's less catch-up that I'll have to do later on in the run. So instead we're going to go ahead and just do that. Here's our level. Oh, I didn't. No, that's right. I don't buy heals at this point. What am I talking about? I was going to say, where's my heal potions? The ones you don't buy yet? You didn't buy them yet. Oh. No! No! Well, I was trying to be a little less worried about losing people that early. You could buy a cloth. It's one hit. It's one absorb. It's 20. It would have been that hit was what, 27, 26. He wouldn't have lived. It's no good. No bueno. No bueno. Oh well. Sorry. What are we doing? Anyways, so there's Garland. Yay. All right. So we're gonna get our bridge. We're gonna get our loot. Not like LOOT, where the music. It's like a little guitar. I have a little guitar. It's in storage. It's not a joke or anything. It's not a ukulele either. I didn't wash it in hot water, and that's what came out. What are we talking about? I don't even know anymore. Right. We kind of want to get this black mage up. Thank you. And because increased money and such, you can buy those. I'm gonna buy a couple of heal potions. I feel like I need to. And I'm going to be right up against being able to buy ice for everybody, but we'll get to that point. So, walking on to Provoka, we're going to provoke other things on the way. But since we have tents, we can actually skip some of the more irritating fights that we don't want to have to deal with, like that one. And it should be this first tile right here. And if I'm off by one, then oh no. Nope, I was off by more than one, which means this one's going to be not at the forest. Well, it's not at the forest, so it still stands correct. Okay, whatever. We don't have to worry about doing anything else. We can actually just walk in and fight the pirates now. Because they're a joke. Oh, one of the other things. It actually has auto-retargeting for you. The correct way to do that sort of thing. It'll actually do the thing. So you can just stalk everybody on the first dude, and they'll automatically move on to somebody else. Thank goodness. One of those things we all hated, right? So there it is. God, what is slowing me down over here? I don't even know what's causing that level of slowdown. Let me check this real quick. Come on, come on, you can do it. I mean, it feels a little bit better. We're just gonna pound it. We're just gonna hit this guy. We're gonna do that. Maybe? No, okay, I'm gonna actually no, hang on, come on. Because I want to actually, like, try to keep chat open so I can, like, see what people say for once. Well, there's my kitty. He's up on his little stand next to us. Oh my god, the slowdown. Make it stop. It's eating my inputs now. Oh my gosh. What else do I have left open at this point? That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else, like, open that could be affecting things. I guess, Discord? I don't want to close Discord. I want to be able to keep it up. Okay, I will. I'm gonna go ahead and close Discord. If y'all need to get a hold of me for something, post it in the actual channel chat, and hopefully this helps, okay? Hopefully. And if that doesn't do it, I don't know what to tell you anymore. I did equip that shield, right? Yes, I did. So we're gonna go fight our ogre. We actually have ice now, so we can cast it. I have no idea what's causing that. I never really seem to have that sort of issue. I should have been casting level 1 spells there. I never have that issue, honestly, when the sound is activated. No, we're good on heals. I'm not going to worry about healing him. We are good, because it's just going to be one more ogre fight. Like that. And then it's going to be just a whole bunch of Kaizoku. Because we get so much more experience from it, we can actually do the first turn fight, which is, if you're on the water, it's the pirates. It's the Kaizoku. I was going to say I needed 375, which I believe 1 ogre fights get you there. And it does, cool. Because I want to buy a short sword. Of course you do. That's the weapon you need for now. It's not going to do a huge amount. And the extra, because like a rapier has like 20 crit, yeah, and then middling other stuff. Scimitar's 10, 10, 10, good stuff. Also, you can look up stats by hitting select. You're by and large, you're not going to be seeing a number of crits going off out here. You're going to want the damage on the hit. Hit means, well, obviously, more often you're going to be hitting your opponent, but also denotes how often you're going to be getting a second attack. Which is something that you want, because you're effectively doubling your damage at that point, and then, you know, eventually tripling, quadrupling, blah, 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 blah. Crit is nice, and the interesting thing about crit in this game, in the original, not this, but the vanilla run, crit was tied to the item number for the weapon, so the higher the rating of that weapon down the list, the higher its crit was. So things like the Vorpal that were supposed to have like ostensibly a 60% crit rate did not get that. We are getting pounded on over here. I was gonna say, dude, he's got all the armor. How is he taking damage like this? And I know Nuke is gonna be slightly behind, which is terrible, but you know, well, no, he's pretty much right on point, isn't he? Should probably have healed the fighter some more. I'm not taking a one Kaizoku fight. Kaizoku, which means pirate in Japanese. So anyways, yeah, crit rate, like the Vorpal is supposed to be like a 60%, same with the Katana, but the Katana has higher hit and higher damage. At least that's how it's supposed to be, but because the numbers got mixed up, they are, because they're like considered higher up in the weapon order list, they don't get that crit rate, which is just annoying, and what are you gonna do with it? I probably should have sicked him along with it there. Anyways, this fixed it. So the Vorpal and the Katana actually have the correct crit rates. The Excalibur has practically no crit rate, but it does do bonus damage to all enemy types, unless they're listed specifically against having an enemy type, and that's Chaos. Of course. Of course. I still have, yeah, one type. That's what I'm supposed to have. The other nice thing about crit, and why Vorpal and the Katana are supposed to be so busted, is that enemies do have a defense rating, an absorb of their own, so if you hit an enemy that you hit for 30 damage, but they have 10 absorb, it's only going to take 20 damage. If you hit an enemy and you do crit 30 damage, it ignores the defense, so it'll actually just do 30 damage, which is pretty good. It gets more interesting when you have multiple hits that are doing crits, because, like, yeah, okay, hit for 4 damage, or hit 4 times. Let's say it's 30, 30, 30, 30. It would like be 30, and then the crit, yeah, well, no, I guess that it still ignores the... It's effectively a 1.5 times increase on your damage. It's really all I'm getting to at this point. I'm just not explaining it very carefully, because I'm also trying to run the game and complaining about how slow it's running. Well, not if you're going to ambush me, guys. Come on. No, I want at least 3 with no ambush. That is 3 without an ambush. So we're going to get to level 5 here. Normally you get to level 6. You need to have, watch a Uzi. Thanks, y'all. Normally you have to get to level 6 because that is when you can start using your sweeper spells. Lit 2 is the one that you're gonna need when you go fight the wizards. Yeah, he'd be getting all the true damage, right? He ain't gonna have his damage sucked up by, you know, big, stupid, big, beefy things. That stupid, sexy chaos. He ain't gonna be sucking up all of my damage. Oh, that is not a sentence that should have ever been said. Okay, so we've got plenty of resources. I just need to get to 1,500 to be able to, well, 1,550, to be able to buy the 2 sweeper spells, the 2 lift 2 spells. 1 Kaizoku is not going to do it. 1 Kaizoku, stop running slow. 4 is good, especially if you're going to give me that. What do I do? What are we talking about? Because at least getting to 5. It also guarantees that I have 3 ice casts on the red mage, because I'm going to need 3 from him and 3 from the black mage to be able to take out Astos. That's the general plan. That's what we're shooting for here. Excuse me. So, where are we at? We are not there yet. And everything is still laggy, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Save right there, and boom, right at the same spot as the fight. I should have checked how much I need. So yeah, pretty much 1 fight and pretty much 1 fight. I could have taken the 3. I'll take the 5. I mean, you're gonna give me all 5. I'm gonna take them. Now, it does spread out the damage, or it does, like, if you kill the target, it'll move on to the next one. But in theory, 3 of the 4 people in this party right now could kill. Well, the thief could maybe crit one of them and do enough damage to kill, but very low odds of that. So now I will go ahead and do the overflow. You wouldn't want to do like fighter, ice, baby. There, I did your vanilla ice. Are you happy, Kong? Are you happy? Vanilla ice happened now. Are you happy, Kong? It happened, Kong. I should stop holding down the A button. I'm auto-fighting instead of using lightning, Kong. As I said before, it is vanilla-ish, not vanilla ice. Alright, I apologize for that. It's toast. Hey! I was going to make a reference to something that happened locally in Kansas City, but none of you would understand that. There was a gourmet toast place, like, out in Overland Park, which, for starters, that sounds stupid. That sounds like a really stupid idea. And apparently the owner was stealing tips from all the servers, and they all, as a group, banded together and accosted him for that, saying, hey, you can't do that, which, no, he can't do that. Where am I going? You know what? Whatever. I'm going to fight this guy. I don't care. I'm out of spells. Yeah, I'm out of spells. Who cares? I'm going to fight this guy anyways. We do a hard reset after this. That guy was taking the tips, and then all of the workers banded together and were like, you can't do that. Stop doing that or we quit, because, of course. So he complained about it as a personal levied terrorist attack. Okay, you're nuts. So, just a little bit of lore of what has been happening around town for me. How's everybody else doing? How we doing? What's going on? What's cracking? Oh no, it's O'Grace. I'm gonna vape and read up on chat real quick. That's right. Ass toast is where that came from. Fair enough. Good old ass toast. Hey, did I show off my Tontos yet? I've had these for 25 years. I picked them up in 2001. I got these and a couple of Wakazashis out in the car. They're not very sharp, but they are matched and pretty cool looking and all that jazz. And let's say somebody got hit. Oh, it was the thief. No, we don't really care. So yeah, we're moving on to the Marsh Cave, which means we have to skip a few fights. Oh yeah. I think my favorite version of basic attacks are the way that you beat things is FF3 on the Nintendo, on the Famicom, which also was the first instance of the ninja class. It is the best physical class in the game. Technically, it can use all the weapons in the game. You can buy ninja stars, and you have to manually equip them one by one in combat and throw them at things, and it's the hardest hitting, in theory, weapon in the game. Except, it's not what the speedrun does. What the speedrun does... How are you? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that anyway, just to play it safe. What the speedrun does is it unlocks the next to last crystal, which has the next to last group of character classes you can have. So it has the not the spellcaster that learns all of the spells, which is the sage. It has the top end white mage, the devout, and the which has haste, which stacks, and it'll give you more attack power and more hits to every time you attack with a weapon, which is neat. It also gives you what are you? It gives you more attack power and how often you are able to speed up, or how many hits you get per turn. The other thing they get is just Protect, which it was the first. Well, it wasn't the first. The first instance of that was in FF2, and it had like levels up through 16 to determine what all it would do for you. But in FF3, it was just, it reduced the damage that you took. Just flat out, physical, magical, whatever. And so the Devout would get both of those spells, so they could functionally make themselves invincible. Not invincible, but you would take 1 damage from the final boss in the game using their, this is what I used to wipe out everyone in the party in 1 hit earlier in the game, that attack. You stack it on one of your Devouts, one of your white mages, until they're only taking 1 hit per damage. Then you cast Haste on that person until they're hitting just for a truckload of damage. The other interesting thing is FF3 was not the first game that allowed you to dual wield. That was FF2, and it was wildly inefficient. But everyone could dual wield, regardless of class. Like, unless you desperately needed a shield, and all it did was give a chance to reduce damage to 0, so not avoidance or just like damage reduction. It was effectively damage avoidance, but it wasn't very good. So every single class, including the Black Mage, would roll out with 2 weapons at the same time. So by the time you get to the final dungeon, you can take the right path and go to the secret last area to unlock the last crystal, get the last 2 character classes, get the best weaponry in the game, all that jazz. Or, because you have a white mage that can dual wield the 2 most powerful staves in the game, make themselves functionally unkillable, and power themselves up so they hit harder than the hardest hitting class in the game, which was the ninja there. Congratulations, you've broken the game. And you solo the final boss with a white mage. I love it. I love that run. It's so good. I am already out of those, aren't I? But at least I remembered to pick up the crown. You do not go all the way down here and don't pick up that crown. God, the lag is incredible. Isn't this wonderful? I mean, we're just dragging it out so you have to deal with me talking more. Ugh. Look, I've long said, like, okay, like, you pick, like, a character class from, like, a Final Fantasy game you would want to be like. I'll give you the White Mage. Predominantly the Devout, because I found their abilities in FF3 hilarious. And they do still get access to, like, Holy. So, I mean, like, okay, well, I'm also a nuclear cast. Look at that guy. Woo! But you have the ability to heal yourself. You have the ability to heal other people. You can resurrect. You can cure diseases and poisons and all that jazz. Unpetrify people from being stoned. Not that that would be a thing, I don't think, but if it were to happen, you can take care of that. And most importantly, you would be... Here, let's take a dark turn with this. You'd be the most impressive and best torturer of all time. Because you can do whatever it is that you want to that person to try and get information out of them. And as long as you never let them die, and frankly, if they do, that's still not going to matter, you can handle that and bring them back and then keep saying, how long do you want to do this? A little evil. Let's move on from that. We have a drink now. This is not cherry limeade, even though it looks like cherry limeade. This is a specialty drink that I have concocted, which is called Mr. Pibb and Red Vines. That is what it is called. It is very delicious. If you wish to make it, yes, exactly, Scarlet, yeah, exactly that. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Why am I hitting you? You know, whatever. Hit, heal, hit, heal. It gets very boring after a while. I have to say one of these heals for myself. So my drink here is, if you want to make it for yourself at home, like I say, it is called Mr. Pibb and Red Vines. What it is made of is red cream soda and orange juice. Look, the Lonely Island has their Chronicles of Narnia song, and they refer to that drink as Crazy Delicious. This is Crazy Delicious. So I named it appropriately. You can have, look, you can have Mr. Pibb and Red Vines. It is crazy delicious, but I prefer red cream soda and orange juice, which should not work, but it does. I had a coworker, I was talking it up today. I brought orange juice and red cream soda for a coworker. I walked her through, pulled a little glass down, poured a little. She's like, taste it. Damn it, it's good. Yay! I'm gonna have some of this. Let's see. Oh, Astos took out hit. Oh no. I should probably be putting in the next commands though, right? Well, crit ain't doing nothing now. Thanks, Rotor. I mean, I don't know if I've ever actually had Mr. Pibb and Red Vines. I'm sure it's tasty. I know I've had them individually, but I've never had the combo. But I do know that's great. Like that, I mean, like, I first discovered that because I was like, oh yeah, I like screwdrivers. Those are good. Well, I happen to have this red cream soda. Let's add that in. You know what? I don't want the vodka anymore. Fair warning, though. 3 ounces of that stuff has like 12 grams of sugar. I guess I could just say every 1 ounce has 4. Be careful how much of it you have. There's a lot of calories in that stuff. Woo. I'm actually using I didn't even use what you use it. Why am I bad at remembering things? I didn't use real orange juice in that. The local grocery store had that's another reset. Had the Kool-Aid little juice pouches, legally distinct from not Sunny D. The one with the little straw that you jam in. Kool-Aid made their own versions with their own kind of slightly off tasting, but it's okay, orange juice. And that mixes great with the red cream as well. So I'm just sitting over here talking about mixed drinks. How's everybody doing? How you enjoying NinJULYden? Yeah, alright. Still don't like that lag. Oh well. So what else are we talking about here? Other things that work in this. You can see I'm obviously moving faster in the game than you normally would. Is this? Yeah, that's... Okay. It's going to be one more for the creep fight. And I never remember if it's 1 step or 2 for the imps. It is, in fact, none steps. Don't take the step because there's the imps. And Hit is now unfortunately behind on his experience a little, so I'm going to have to take like a couple of these shark fights just because they go by quickly. Lightning does more damage. I should notice that. Yeah, like that, just a bit. Don't know where my headphones are. Well, I do. They're in storage. The corded ones. I do have these other non-corded ones, but I also could not find the actual cord to go into the sound thing. So, and when I use the wireless ones, they shut off sound entirely from the desktop, which is not good. So there's no point in using them. Unless I was on like a Discord call, I could hear people talking, but I wouldn't be able to hear like other sounds. It's weird. It's a thing. It's like a driver issue. I'm still trying to work it out. It's I don't have to do that. What am I doing? We go right to come here. Because I use the in after this. So one of the fun things about Vanilla-ish, and one of the fun things, I guess, if you're a masochist, in the original, is there's like 30 minutes worth of shopping that takes place, because you can only buy things one at a time. Like, every single time you're buying a potion, a tent, a cabin, any of that, you can only buy one at a time. Thankfully, they fixed that in this one. They allow you to buy up to 99, which is very useful. But as you can see, like, things cost half as much, which means they also sell for half as much, which is annoying, but I mean, you take what you can. It still winds up ultimately being the same amount of purchases being made, so you don't sweat it too badly. So we're now going to buy all of the tents that we need for the remainder of the game. Cool. I don't remember if it's 40 or 50, but I'm going to go with that. we'll go there. Let me see. Am I completely done on you? No, I need 5 more. Oh, well, darn. We're gonna go ahead because I usually just buy that many more. I'm gonna hedge my bets and buy 4 more. That should put me at like 55, 40. Oh, 1 off. Darn. Whatever. So we visited the Elven King, woke him up. He's like, cool, good key. All right. What's this open up? Rival Kingdom's treasury. Why do you have that? It opens other things too. Uh-huh. Why do they have explosives there that was under lock and key and you happen to know? I don't think I like this guy anymore. I didn't actually use the inn, did I? Nope, show didn't. Let's go use the inn. You shouldn't be getting into any fights on this. I am frequently really bad at my own step count, but that's okay because there are certain points where it kind of bottlenecks itself, so you can play catch up. See there, I had like an extra 4 steps to work with. Oh boy, there's a whole bag. If any of you understood that reference, I applaud your willingness to watch the greatest bad horror movies of all time. And why would you know it from that line? Well, to be fair, the delivery from that gal. To be fair, everything that gal said. I'm talking about the movie Sleepaway Camp, okay? It's a great horror movie. It's my favorite horror movie. It is weird. And I mean, it's a slasher made in 1980, so, I mean, you know, predates like Michael and Jason and Freddy. No, not Michael. Just Jason and Freddy and all the glut of other 80s slashers. I should probably actually start equipping stuff, huh? That's the wrong person. But it's not just how terrible the movie is. It's like just from a slasher standpoint, like from the plot confuses everybody. Characters make baffling decisions. There's just the whole thing is just a wonderful, wonderful mess. If you've never seen it, it also has one of the most famous endings to a horror movie of all time. Don't look up like spoilers. I mean, like legitimately, even for a movie that's almost 50 years old, don't. You do not want the ending of this thing spoiled. It is, I think, pretty progressive in how it was, but still it's interesting. My favorite horror movie. I love it so much. It's great. It is baffling, but I love it. And it's here? Yep. It's the shadow fight. It's like, you don't want to do it. Oh well. They don't really do enough damage to, like, stress you out, so darn. And so we just got to get to here so we can take our hard reset. Are you still low on life? Slightly, but it shouldn't matter. Walk right in, gonna fight the bull. Or just one bull. Well, he didn't really hit too hard, so that's fine. Gonna spend some ice spells to take him out. So we need a little bit of experience to get everybody caught up. We want to be able to survive the first major boss, the Lich. Because usually first turn, he's going to open up with Ice 2. Ice 2 has a maximum damage range of 160. We're not getting the Black Mage above that. We're probably not going to get the Thief above that. What we want to do is make sure that at least the Fighter and the Red Mage are above that. Or at least as close as possible in terms of the Red Mage. So for starters, this guy right here, really good experience. So we're going to dump all of our Fire 2 charges into him. So we're going to be able to fight him twice, which is what you do. Hope he doesn't kill anybody. We walk right out. We're going to take there's going to be another bull fight. Also pretty good experience. Another weak ice. So we're just trying to play catch up, trying to get enough experience dumped into everybody to survive the first major fight. You, sir, that was not cool at all. And you just focus on killing him. If he targets him again, there's no way you're out healing it. Woo, there we go. Cool. So that should get everybody up to 8. We want to be at 9 by... Well, no, still not even on the fighter. But he's pretty close, and we'll get there on the way to or from the vampire or on the way back from the vampire. Or maybe just here, actually. Let's solo fire. Let's not even risk it. Just gonna take him out. Do this. Yay! Welcome to Qatar at noon. Welcome to last run of day 1 of NinJULYden. Or Ninja. I try not to think about it. I just try not to think too much. It starts to make everything all hazy. Okay, so yeah, the fighter's definitely good. It's really whereabouts we're gonna get everybody else to going on some of this. Hard reset and walk back, and I'm gonna vape. We got another fight. Yeah, you can take it right here, especially since, again, the fighter is still slightly lagging behind on experience. He's got enough life to be able to survive the ice too. It's just hedge your bets, give him up to speed. It's helpful across the entirety of the run, so that's what we do. That is correct. Ninjas do not speak. They also don't wear pink, but, you know, hey, why not? I do what I want. Oh, I just straight up held auto fight through all of that because I wasn't paying attention. God, how far back are you? Oh no, they're about to get to 9. You're still waiting in the wings. Yeah, good enough. Good enough, even though I've gotten 83 more heals. You do not have that many heals in the normal run. If you did, you spent way too much time buying way too many heal potions, and you frankly shouldn't have that much money to begin with. Even if you, well, if you did do the extra mummy grind for safety, you could have enough money. Key. No, I already got that. Oop. Well, I didn't mean to take the extra steps. I guess I'll just take the extra money. Alright, better weapon for you. That means we're going to get into this spider fight a little early. Well, I don't want to take too many extra fights because it winds up giving you another spider fight, like, right before you exit the cave, and it's annoying. Like, I'm almost free! Poison. No! Why? So we're going to try to avoid that. What are we doing? What am I saying? What's a kraken? So, right in that, what's a kraken? Boss you fight later. Don't worry about it. It's many, no, I'm sorry. I was going to say the joke is, Tiamat is a bunch of Agamas in a trench coat. Kraken is, what is he? A bunch of, what's the Outcast joke? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ow, I am for eels. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am just some fish and not a good. You know that one. That's what a kraken is. Seems a little bit of overkill for the fire too, but he's still got 1 cast for the vampire. The vampire. Which no one ever calls them that again, Giles. Why does your book say that? Shoutouts to Tony Head. Sad that we lost him. Complications from pneumonia. That sucks. Yes, exactly. You've been... and you can't, like, punch your way past a statue that's in the path. No, you actually have to kind of do the things. Oh, he's got 3 casts. Okay, so he's got 1 cast for the wizards coming up, and then a free cast to use on any other group. Okay, good. Red Mage hit above... the Red Mage hit above 160 on his hit points, so I will have, at the very least, 3 consistent casts. Ideally more of Fire 2, which is usually more than enough to be able to get you past the Lich. Between that and the Fighter and maybe even the Thief or whatever the Black Mage is able to contribute, this pretty much assures the Lich fight is going to go correctly. I really do need to do a different routing of this, or like secondary routing, I guess, to determine if like the actual current world record strats would go any better. Great, the guy that's going to throw the AoE and you immediately punch him out. Wonderful. Dankeschön. That is wunderbar. This happens on good time. Not time. What is... Das ist Deutsch for time. Ist Kranken ist Dummen. Dummen... Kranken? Dummer Esel? Scheißkopf. Yeah, that's verstanden. So, I don't know why I'm doing German. Just ignore the words that are coming out of my mouth. This is a full pack, and yeah, if you can whittle down. I'm not even worried about trying to kill them all. Just take out things that are preventing me from running or trying to hit me. It just ultimately pans out being faster, in theory. maybe just one less person getting poisoned. All that. And I say that and then, Arachnid! Here to poison you. I heard you were talking about the poison. I have the poison. What the hell accent is that? I keep openly saying it. Why do people let me talk? Well, it has been getting better. I'm the talking part on my end. Not that that's good news for anyone else out there. So I had been living in an apartment for several years. It's just since we're gonna keep a talk about being poisoned. So, back in early March of this year, it was like torrential downpouring outside. Interesting, it wasn't snow, but you know, hey, whatever. It was like 60 degrees outside. Ugh, that sucks. And as long as I don't take any extra steps, we should get out of this before I get into another fight, so I'm not going to worry about healing him up. Anyways, it was raining in my apartment, and I noticed there were copious amounts of, what am I trying to say? Copious amounts of rain inside my bedroom. That's not where you're supposed to be hearing the rain. And that sort of thing doesn't just crop up overnight. So, you know, took lots of photo, video, blah, 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 whatever. Brought that up with the landlords. 3 days later, the entire ceiling in my bedroom came down on top of me while I was asleep. Don't like that one bit. And then looking up at the, you know, wooden beams that, the sectional above the ceiling, was comprised of a lot of mold up there. It explains why, my voice had been, oh, I totally just, yeah, I didn't mean to do that, because let me see, that's gonna be, what, 1 fight, 2 fight, 3 fight? Oh, I blew my step count. I blew up my step count, and I don't know why. Okay, so, let me see. You take outside, up to the ogres. This would be up to the ogres. You walk all the way to town. You do blah, 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 blah. This is coming out of town. The lag is killing me. Yeah, because that's supposed to be an ogre fight. Thank you. Now we can move on. My bad. Because then this is the next skip. There we go. Alright. See, it's good to know how to fix things. Anyways, yeah, no, I had been living in a room, frankly, an apartment, full of mold all over. Like, I went back there a couple weeks ago with the little mold dishes where you leave them out in a room for like an hour, cover them up, put them in a cool, dry place, and just come back in a couple days and look at them. All of them were full, just full of growth. Like, that's not good because it's been months and I've been running air purifiers and all that jazz. Myself, my cats, not great. I had a cat who, one vet thought she had asthma. The other one thought she had lung cancer. She wound up passing. I think she died to the mold. So yes, I'm getting a lawyer. But at least I've finally stopped waking up in the middle of the night feeling like there's something wrong with my back and neck. Which would be what they would call having trouble breathing. Oh, well, I totally blew that skip. That extra step and you blow it. Because it takes an extra step to get back. So now I'm 2 off, so I'm going to get into a wolf fight in the wrong spot here. This fixes itself when I get back to the Earth Cave. It's just important that I don't wind up screwing this up any further. Yeah, I know, it sucks. It sucks a lot. And, like, her big brother, he was not having, like, the lung issues, but he had, a series of hot spots on his skin. They were irritating him all over, and, you know, finally you managed to move out and get the heck out of that place. He no longer has those. I went and did get another kitty to have, so he could have another sibling. Another one that looked just like the previous cat. Except I'm smart because he had a sister and now he has a brother. He did not buy into the trickery. He knows this is a different cat. So they sometimes get along. It's fine. He was the one that was yelling at me at the start of the run. And is now currently snoozing over here on this this cat tree over here. I don't know where Manny is. Where is Manny? I don't know. He likes to hide in the kitchen. He, like, walks over to the fridge and meows at it repeatedly, which took me a while to figure out what was going on there. I was like, he's not looking for a midnight snack. whenever I open up like cat treats or like the wet can of cat food, the two of them will split. I obviously don't want them fishing through the trash to try and get their hands on that again. Please don't do that. So I take them and throw them in the trash can that's in the laundry room right next to the fridge. So the trash can's right there. He's not meowing at the fridge. He wants in there because I took away his midnight snack. He's not particularly happy about me with that. Excuse me. I did equip those. Yes. When normally you go back to town because you won't have an extra house, and I do anyways. I could have used it, but I just hold on to it because I keep forgetting where it is. I plan on using it. But I have that house. I go back to Melmond anyways to use the inn, and I'd go ahead and buy those silver bracers because like there's a couple of fights in here where the black mage or the or whoever the fourth person is, be it the thief, could just get blown up, just absolutely destroyed. I don't want to do that. So there's level 9. He was pretty close anyways, but that's cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. The slowdown. Why? Why with the slowdown? What are you doing? Come on. Thank you. Okay. So this fight right here can suck an awful lot. We don't like that. So got some box stars still in there. No. Hi. Okay. So back to me. Back to 9/11. Oh, I live in a place that has stairs now. That's I'm not built for that. I don't like that at all. I need to heal? Yes, I did. That happens less. The coughing happens less these days, which is good. We're fine with that. I really need to be paying attention to this more. I got 2 more fights coming up, and then it's Lich time. It's also important. Well, no, you do have a. There's a hard reset shortly after this cave, but then between that and the Castle of Ordeals, there is not a hard reset, and there's so many vicious things in there you don't want to mess with. You really don't want to get off of your step count. All right, so let's go find a Lich. The real final boss of the game. We've got our Fire 2s. He's going to throw out Ice 2 probably. And, you know, I mean, just get our damage in before he starts wiping the map with us. There's that. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, he's dead. There you go. That's it. But he got his cast off. We've got plenty of everything else to be able to go through, so we should be able to get this done. I'm not going to be able to resurrect the Black Mage until I get to Crescent, but not a big problem. Excuse me. Boop. He do that and burn a fight, which just immediately happens. And now we can go back to doing our hard reset right here again. We're going to skip this ogre fight again. And on to Crescent, because you can't resurrect people in Melmond. Remember, the vampire destroyed their clinic. As vampires do. Spike, what have you been up to? Oh, you know, going down to the clinic and just destroying everything. I never remember if it's this one or the next one down. Nope, I was correct for once. Look at that. Woo! Burn off to and move to the corner. Not that corner, this corner. Now you go to top left. I know this is positively scintillating commentary about where my step count's supposed to be, but it's helpful to remember this sort of thing. Let's actually resurrect our Black Mage. We're gonna kind of want him alive. I don't need any pures. No, be good there. I'm gonna want all of the heals. 42 heals. That would have taken 3 minutes. It would take a lot. Alright, I'm gonna sell some junk on this guy. We keep the iron armor, because the iron armor is still really good. Let me see. You... Nope. Don't leave. Didn't mean to do that. So we're going to need the shield, the hat, and the gauntlet. The silver armor, surprisingly, not as good as iron armor. Higher absorb, and yes, it has, doesn't penalize you on your avoidance as much, but, really, if you're in the lead position where 50% of those attacks are going to be targeted at you, you're going to want to, oh dear. Just family texts going off. What are you going to do? 50% of those attacks coming at you. Don't play Captain I Want to Be Dodges a lot. No, just you know, take the absorb, work that way, go back in and take the in. Now, every time you step on and off of water when using the canoe, it's actually a free space. You cannot get into a fight from one of those, which is good. So if you can maximize your water walking, then you should go ahead and do that. So now while I cross the sea and fight some Sahagans, I know it's shortened to Sahag, but it's actually Sahwagan. It's a D&D character based off of creatures that I don't remember who, not Gary Gygax, the other guy. Saw on an episode of Justice League and Super Friends. It was, you do you, man. I was going to say, I'm sure the vaping is going to help with my wonderful, wonderful getting over the mold issues. Alright, we got a couple of cats and then a couple of sphinxes. We're going to skip them before walking in. We don't want to fight them. And we definitely don't want to fight any of the other horrendous things inside this place off of the step count. There's Medusas, which are horrible. Red gargoyles, which will just spam fire to all day. There's sorcerers who have death touch. Mummies, not the worst thing in the world. Good experience, and, well, we fire. We have fire. Happy NinJULYden! Woo! What's up, Jason? What else is in here? Well, the unrunnable, like, zombies, we're only gonna have one of those, and, I mean, that's still horrendous. What are you gonna do? Hey, game, you wanna stop? No, it's not up! Oh, what am I doing? Oh, no! This is gonna get interesting. I don't know where my step count's gonna be now. I'm gonna fight the zombies earlier. By a little. Here they are. Because there's, like, one fight right at the very end that you managed to dodge by, like, one step. And I don't remember what it is, but I don't like what I just did there. We're gonna play this by ear. We're gonna see what happens. It's always the bottommost pillar that you can see when you step in. So it's the bottom one, the bottom one, the bottom one, the third one. They're gonna get to go first. They are. Oh no! Okay, so we're caught up on experience for where I want to be, so I don't need to go messing around with them. So we're probably gonna wind up seeing whatever this mystery fight is that I was looking to avoid. Actually, if anyone needs to survive, it's definitely got to be him right now. I don't know what this fight's going to be, and I'm not going to like it. Oh, I should have done this. It's gargoyles. Do not want. Do not want. Thank you. Yeah, they will do this the standard fare multi-hit garbage nobody likes, and they will also what am I saying? You can go back to doing this. No, not that. Spamming AoE against you this early in the game. Oh, early, we're halfway through it. Not something you want to have happen. Okay, just the one. We can deal with that. We still got our fires. Normally I would have spent one of those fires on the, that other mummy fight that we had, just for a little extra experience to get squeezed out there. I did not remember what, we didn't need to do that. I did not remember what that next fight was going to be, in case it was something like the Medusas, who could stone you. We don't have softs yet, so we don't want to do that. God, I just skipped one fight now, don't I? There it is. Okay. There's a lot of nasty stuff in there. I didn't remember what was next, what was coming. Didn't want to deal with it. So we're not going to deal with it. I'm going to be slightly behind on some of these skips too. So it'll eventually catch up when I get to the ice cave, but it'll be interesting to see where it catches up. Because this fight is supposed to be like, I think, off of the coast west of here. We're going to go ahead and refill our heals, as you do. I only use 10. It's less about the healing and more about the, oh no, what's going bad here. And more spells. Good to have spells. We like spells. Fast and ice too. Fast and ice too. Wait, oh, ice. Derp. I didn't need to say it. And I don't worry about getting temper just... Oh. Interesting. That's right about where that fight would be. So I wonder how far off I am. So if I do get into a shark fight off of this east coast, we might be close-ish towards it. Oh, I stepped back. Okay, so I am still slightly behind where I should be, but it's close enough that I think I can fudge my way to the ice cave. Because you do travel faster, there are less fights. Yeah, see, I should be on the river for this one. I'm still going to do each skip as they are supposed to happen. And I think eventually it catches up because there's like a couple of spots where there's extra steps in between. It's just I blew it, so what are you going to do? So it's just good for the memory, right? So you would have one here. You'd have another one here. So we'll just treat it as that was where that one was supposed to be. You would have one. Oh, right at the corner. I didn't get to the corner. Okay. But then there's a double skip at this next one. You get all the way down to this corner. Well, not here. Whatever. As long as I get to the entrance to the cave, then we're fine for the next hard reset. You would do it here. I keep doing it. Pick the wrong direction. So we're going to assume that I needed that. Now we're going to walk to the cave. Cool, we can hard reset. And skip 2 fights, and then we walk in, because there's, again, a lot of nasty stuff in this place. There are things that can turn you to stone, sleep, stun you, unrunnables, lots of garbage you don't want to deal with. Like, right out of the gate, let's just give you this fight. Lots of things that can stone you, like that, or put you to sleep. I go ahead and throw out using the Zeus Gauntlet there, because again, just go ahead and throw out a sweeper. Hopefully it's able to take out some of the cockatrices before they can actually start turning people to stone and ruining everything. Not fun, but that's just what we do. Anyways, how's everybody doing? How y'all doing? Ah yes, the classic NES game, Image Fight. So it'll be another Image Fight right here, and then our first unrunnable with the Frost Giant, Frost Wolves. Frost Giants hit hard, Frost Wolves use AoE. We don't like that. God, just, the lag is horrendous. Alright, so you're gonna go, yeah, we don't toy around with them. Yeah, he'll use Frost. If there's 2 of them, they can just start out wiping the party. You don't toy around with them, you drop fire twos. And he hits really hard. Take a little bit of that health back. Wow, dude! Wow, dude! That was not fun. I didn't like that at all. I was trying that little B cancel way to speed up your heals. It kind of worked a little bit. You know, for the longest time, I thought any trap tile you couldn't run from. So I thought you always had to fight this group, and that's why I hated getting the floater. Well, I hated getting the floater because the ice cave, just in general, writ large. But I thought you could not run from them. I thought you always had to fight those guys. That fight always sucks. Okay, please, before he gets the chance, thank you. Before he starts killing anybody, can we please turn around? No! Oh, that sucks. That's a lot of experience he's going to lose him. Unfortunately, we don't have access to warp. You wouldn't unless you had class broken yet. You can't class break until you have the airship. So that's just the unfortunateness of how this is going to go. Really should move the red mage into the third slot and also give him the heal staff. Yeah, see, it's things like that. I don't want to be in this fight. Get me out of this fight. Thank you. At least that way he can, like, heal AoE-wise if necessary. He has the Zeus Gauntlet in case we need to. Here's this last one of these. We need to not be doing that. You're gonna open up doing that. Thank you. Kill one. Don't do that. I don't want you doing that, sir. Please don't do that. Ouch. It's not even really worth the heals. It's just the I don't want to risk it. At least this will heal everybody kind of maneuver. Let's just have him attack. He's got a nice sword. He can contribute somewhat meaningfully. God, it's a lot of experience Black Mage isn't getting. Because I gotta get him up to 15 on the Agamas, which that just means everybody else is gonna be punching a little harder. That's cool. I don't have a big problem with that, but it's annoying. Ugh. Also don't have an ice cast against this guy. So the eye just is gonna be fun. He's just gonna be all kinds of wonderful. And since the knight is going to be more important, at least at this stage, I'm going to put the thief in front. We're going to use our one cast of Ice 2 and hope we're able to get something done. Oh, you go for him anyways, you jerk! Oh, my lord! No, no, the ice cave is never pleasant. It goes right for him, too. That is horrendous. He's still got the Zeus Gauntlet, so he can still do that. Like, if I need to, there's a number of things in this fight that can stun, but also could, in theory, die in one hit to the Zeus Gauntlet, so it's good to have on hand. And since it's the ice cave and pretty much everything's weak to fire, you're gonna want to be using the fire sword for now in this place. You're not gonna worry about using it or swapping to the ice sword. It's just, don't worry about it. Last fight in the cave, and then we're out. There we go. Okay, this is a double skip. I hate the lag. Lag is terrible. Lag can eat my butt. Butt is what it should eat. Apologize for those of you at home who are not, who are prudes. So how's everybody doing? How's it, how we all doing? Kicking it and all that jazz, I presume? You can hit continue at any time, Drummy. That works for me. So for those of you who are curious, and I did mention earlier, working on, better change in a positive light and all that jazz. So, I found, an institution with, an accreditation which uses your life experiences and such to craft a doctorate. So I am, technically speaking, working on my doctorate. Nope, I totally missed that. The flow. Yeah. Which, life experiences for me. I used to write a lot of guides for on game facts and all that. because we're just gonna go class break. But you know, I used to write guides, used to write reviews, and work that into my current job where I help updating a lot of the SOPs that we use there. So I've long had a history of just, you know, collating and disseminating data through a wide variety of locations and for people of all walks of life and all that jazz. So, like, I mean, if effectively it'd be the doctorate of information. I'd be the doctor of info, which would be pretty cool, which I like that. I would be able to just take my name and put a period in there. It would be Dr. Drumboardist. I like that. But the official title that we were working on was Data Intersectioning and Collating, Knowingly Judiciously Organizing Teen Educational Systems. Or dick jokes. So that's the doctorate that I am seriously working my way towards. Oh, I woke up my cat. Oh well. Totally missed the classy split. And because I have a ninja now, it is helpful for me to remember to go by tempers, because sometimes I forget to do that. And then walk into the volcano and go, oops. I mean, it doesn't matter for the thief, right? Oh, I also buy lamp. Because darkness sucks, and he has a slot open, so I'll do it. What do I do? Temper. Yes. Should reorder the party, too. That looks better. Do we equip you with your stuff? No, we needed to do that, too. That looks all correct. That also looks all correct for now, but... Oh, no, not quite. There we go. You could use the ice sword on him, too. It doesn't really matter. You're fighting Agamas. I mean, the dragon sword will do better. The fire sword will do fine. You don't really need the, what you use it? Like coral. And most of the swords you don't really need anymore. The black mage, when I went into Canaria Castle earlier and got him that silver dagger, that's his endgame weapon. He already has it. Where am I going? I gotta go buy Ruse and Cure. One, buy Ruse on the red mage. Do that. Do exactly that. And for funsies, you should never, ever, ever need heal on the knight, but you can grab it. If you want to while you're at it, you can go ahead and buy lock. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Okay. Am I good on heals? I bought those. No, I did not buy those. I should probably buy some heal potions. Close that. Just close the stupid window I don't need open. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, the lag is killing. Oh no, what are you doing? No, stop it. No. I clicked the thing on the window. I'm no longer in chat. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Oh, the lag is death. Oh, the lag is death. Oh no. Pause that. Just stop the video. Thank you. Sorry. We're back. Not like I went anywhere, it's just, oh no. Oh yeah, I grabbed these on him just because he could help out a little bit in, what you use? It's, the Mirage Tower. He gets Cure 2, you get Cure 2. And because the ninja can actually use level 4 spells, we're gonna go get those on him as well. And there's no point where he's going to use ice too. There just isn't. Alright, so now we have to get unfortunately, the lowest member of the party up to 15. Because I need, well, I think 14, but 15 is the sweet spot because you want like one cast of, hello controller, what on earth are you doing to me here? You want at least one cast of Warp, which I think he gets a 14. The issue is that, like, it also shares that spell slot with Fire 3, which you'll use approximately once during the waterfall. I mean, you don't have to use it during the waterfall. I use it during the waterfall. The trap tile before actually getting the cube, because they're all mean, big old meanies, and you don't want to run into that issue, so we don't. So I set them all on fire. The ninja, I don't think gets any casts just yet by that point, but you know, we go ahead and do it anyways. Oh, I'm gonna get into a fight like right there because I have that one extra step. Cool, let's go. So this happen right here? Nope, okay. Huh. I thought I was off by one. Should have been up. Oh, I'm off by one. That's the step. Hello! We're clever. Alright, so I got a number of steps. Actually, I don't. There's this other trap tile with another sandworm, so I'll have to heal again. I don't like it, but I'll do it. So ice sword, which we don't need to worry about doing this right this second. Ooh, don't do that. Goodness. Because I want this other shield. I also do go out of my way to get the fire armor, because it's effectively the best armor that the ninja is going to be using for the remainder of the game. Because, I mean, like, opal and gold bracers, you're probably going to want those on the guys that can't equip bigger, better things, you know, your casters. If there's some sort of a plate mail involved, you should probably put that on the guy that can equip it. So here's the grind. Here's where we get to start doing our fun little Agama jokes. And since I have enough spell casts here that I don't need to worry about, I'm going to save one on him. And I'll save 2 roos just in case things go absolute south, which shouldn't be a thing, but, you know, weird things can happen occasionally. Oh, I should have thrown the heal staff back onto the black mage there. Oops. And he's not gonna be needing his spell casts of whatever by and large at this point. So it's okay for him to be able to have the heal staff, and then he can just dump whatever his other AoE. You don't want to be using. These don't matter, they're not really going to do anything. You don't want to use this slot because you have Temper 2, and that sucks because it shares with ice, that shares with fire, but you can use this, squeeze a little bit extra out until everybody's effectively one-rounding this guy, which at that point you can start using the heal staff or whatever, but we're going to be here for a bit, that's just how it goes, so how's everybody doing? Hey, no fighting. You know better than that. I have a water gun here just in case you decide to keep doing stupid stuff. Yeah, you. I mean. Sorry, they're over there. I don't know how well you can see them. Click off the monitor. No, don't do the thing. Sorry. Click off the thing. Alright, what am I doing? Still got boxes. All of those have, like, pans, which I need to put on the shelves that are over here. And I was stupid to put other boxes onto those shelves ahead of time, so now take one off, right through this one, put it through here. Now half of this goes over here. It sucks. I hate moving, but it's better than living in the literal poison room. So that's what I'm doing now. Did my monitor stop? Or did my camera stopped working, didn't it? Can you still hear me? I hope you can. Yeah, okay, the camera's still, mic is still working. Apparently I decided to do a Ninja Vanish. See if I can fix this. Hey, there we go. Alright, look at that. Where are we at? 12. Okay, well, you've got a ways to go. Fine. Alright, so, hey, yes, it is working with the thing. I was going to say, I assume you could hear me at least because, you know, yeah. I could be using spells to speed this up. I'm just kind of being dumb. But again, like, yeah, because tempers actually work in vanilla-ish, they're very, very useful because anybody can be thrown their best weapon, or just give them a mass move, fast them, dump a bunch of tempers on them, and they can roll up on Chaos and beat the hell out of them, which is objectively hilarious. Shades of the Devout from FF3, like we already talked about earlier. Hey. Excuse me. So is the fighter now back in the lead? He was like, well, no, he wasn't the first person to die. The Black Mage was, but like he died to Astos, so he lost 750 experience there. I guess everybody now he is still alive. Okay, yeah. So it's still the Black Mage by like a full level. You can start using that heal stab, kind of get us up to speed, because he can crit for a fair amount of damage, especially against one of these knuckleheads that doesn't have a high amount of armor. Those guys are fine. Hi, Shasta. Shasta. How you doing? Hi. How are you? It is objectively faster to just use heal potions. I realize that. Like, it's taking time away from killing things in combat. I should probably be continuing to do that. But, you know, instead I'm going to have some more Mr. Pivot Red Vines. Because it's crazy delicious. Also, I remapped my controller so I can use this as the A button, so I'm going to do that. I guess there's not really much of anything for me to do. Oh, I thought I gave him the... I did not give him the Zeus Gauntlet. Okay, that's fine. He's just going to swing on him. Why not? Use that dagger, buddy. It's crazy delicious. For those of you who missed the joke earlier, this is not... That was not Mr. Pibb and Red Vines. It is red cream soda and orange juice, which I have found is crazy delicious. So what did I name it? That concoction? Mr. Pibb and Red Vines. Look, I made it up. I get to name it. That's how this works. And if you want to, yes, it does work well with vodka. My preference is skip the vodka. It's tasty. It's got way too much sugar in it. Like if you're on the cusp of that their diabetes or whatever, you don't do it. You should not do that to yourself. Not that conversation, that combination would be, oh, he's already at level 2 casts. Oh, because I need to, now is when I'm supposed to be moving to get the armor. I'm an idiot. That's fine. These guys have got the 16, the extra experience is fine, whatever. There, Nuke is up to the level I want him to be at. Great. Moving on. Oop. What doesn't these days? Well, I was gonna say salad. No. Woo. You know, say what you want about deaf people. You know, statistically, the group that is the least likely to engage in cyberbullying online is the Amish. I'm full of other terrible one-liners like this. Yeah, there are some dressings out there that have incredible amounts of sugar to them. You're like, why? Why does this have so much sugar in it? But you need the ice shield now. You can't equip any of those, and you now get that. And I don't have warp, so I don't know why I was going to try to cast warp. Oh, well, one more of these, then we're going to go beat up Carrie. Which is not Carrie. They didn't have enough letters to write Merilith. Again, D&D character, multi-armed, big lady like that. And here's the bulls on parade. Michael, Jordan, or Michael and Pippin and Rodman. Here they are. I guess Jordan. Why did I say Michael? Why did I get a first name for him? Doesn't matter. But anyways, it's supposed to be Merilith, not Merilith. Didn't have enough letters to write that out, so instead they were going to go with Kali, but they still didn't get it right because R's and L's in Japanese are interchangeable. So instead of Kali, it became Carrie. I don't know, man. People are weird like that. You don't have any spellcasts yet. What am I worried about? Oh, I was gonna buy lamp for the red mage because the knight's gonna not have access to lamp for this fight, which is one of the ones where somebody might get hit with darkness. Dirt. Okay, so you just keep absorbing those hits, and we're gonna temper up crit. We're gonna start having him do some crazy damage as you do. Go get him, crit. So that's good damage. That's much better damage. Oh, we didn't get to see the super damage. That sucks. Oh well, what are you gonna do? The answer's cry a lot. Oh well. I went way too high. I am above where Melmond is. But it's not just I'm not just here for warp. Normally you get warp on the red mages. That's where you desperately need 15, but I don't need that now, so instead I'm going to get life on him. Kind of useful. And the nuke, because you don't want to accidentally cast warp in a situation where you're not trying to warp. We get fire, we get that, and we head on out. Alright. And I did remember to actually use the inn, which is good. You wish it was the Great Kali? Yeah, why not? Now, we talking the wrestler, that one, or are we talking about, like, you know, we'll just leap right back into Temple of Doom? Where the heck, why am I... I'm thinking of the wrong trip to Melmond and then somewhere else. I was just about to try and go to Leafen. Not good. We'll just leap to Temple of Doom, you know. Anam Shiva, Anam Shiva, Anam Shiva, Anam Shiva. Kalima Shukti De! What's the other thing that they chant? Oh, what's gonna bother me? I should know that off the top of my head. I can't think of it. Oh, I'm supposed to sell the bracers off of both of you. Derp. And then the silver here, the silver shield. Not the silver, what you who's it, switch thing and stuff that. And I have enough for 3 pro rings, and I did not buy them. Yeah, I'm trying to think, what the heck is, what's the other line that they deliver in, Temple of Doom? I guess not line, but, chant? Oh, wait, hang on. That's right, because he does get this one for now, because he can equip the Zeus gauntlet. Right. And then go ahead and release the bottle. Now we go get our Oxy Ale. Now, is it Ox Yale, or is it Oxy Ale? Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an Oxy Ale. It is an ale that is providing oxygen. Correct? Molaram. Because they're chanting at Molaram. Of course they are. Molaram, Sugaram, Molaram, Sugaram. Molaram, Sugaram, Molaram, Sugaram. Molaram, Sugaram, Molaram, Sugaram. As he's tearing in and taking the guy's heart out. I don't know why I have those memorized. Don't look at me. Or do, I don't care. Well, I was supposed to be way ahead on that one. I'm way off my step. I'm always, every time I get to the waterfall, I'm like, hey, yeah, you know that step count you're supposed to be on? Woo! I don't even know what's going on anymore. You would take a skip like right around here, then work your way all the way up to here. We're going to take that skip, and we're going to hope I'm somewhere right when I get to... Not here. We'll find out when we get inside. What do you say? We'll use a cabin. I have some cabins. Let's use a cabin. See how far off I am. I'm pretty close. I think this is correct. I'm a little bit behind, but I think this is pretty close. But now we do actually have copious amounts of AoE to be able to throw at things if we choose to. So he actually has like a fire he can spend. He has a fire. He has a fire. He has fire 3. So like if you need a little extra experience, which the Black Mage is a little bit behind, you can play catch up real quick right here. Why not? By and large, it's really, you should only be looking for like groups with more wizard mummies. If you need to fight a nightmare the weak to ice, you should never be fighting a nightmare anywhere in this game. This group, even if you get the easy quick jump on them, you shouldn't be fighting them. I don't like fighting mud goals. They'll fast themselves. They'll hit pretty hard. But like, you'll think you'll be fine, and then they'll target the Black Mage, and you'll just start swearing a lot. So you're like, yeah, this is a lot. This would be, I guess you used that, so you don't have. Oh, he's supposed to have the Zeus Gauntlet. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, well, fine. And because I don't trust any of these guys, this is where that. Oh, he has another cast of fire. Okay, well, I could have used that somewhere else as well. Oh no, big important number. Take out all the cockatrices. Don't even want to deal with being turned to stone. Please don't. You do not get the wizard staff. You don't need to worry about getting the wizard staff, so don't worry about getting the wizard staff. Here's my cube. Thanks, Lux. Clank, 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 clank. Alright, I sword down to you. Yes, you get the ribbon. Let's go ahead and correct this thing. You were supposed to have this. Don't worry, he will get a better hat later. I even talked about don't accidentally warp yourself out when you don't mean to, and then I just did that. Oh, see, I'm right, just enough steps behind, because I got to get to that corner, and that's a hard reset. So now I'm yet another fight. Didn't want it to be the fight. I liked Great Khali. I mean, he wasn't the greatest wrestler in the world, but I mean, just look at the size of the man. It was great. But apparently now he's a cop. Good on you, man. Good on you. Yeah, all right. That is not who you want to see rolling down the pipe to, like, I don't know, the police are here. Is that the Great Khali? We're not getting away from this. I think he'll just kill us. There we go. Unless I was off by one. I don't think I was off by one, but I might have been off by one. Helps if I remember to buy houses. Gotta buy some houses. You only need, like, actually, I think I only need 3. Excuse me. We're effectively good at this point. If anything, I should probably get one more soft. I'll get one more soft eventually. Eventually. At the end. No, I want it now. Okay. So, sharks. Okay, so we are. Those aren't sharks. Why am I'm off by 1 or 2? I don't know. Well, as per usual, this will get interesting. Because there's I do go out of my way to get the power bonk. Because, I mean, if it works in the game, you might as well go get it. Okay, so these are still correct. That's interesting. Oh, well. I do not get the opal armor here, because you don't have to worry about getting the opal armor now. You can get by with iron armor for now until you eventually get the dragon armor, and the ninja already has his armor that he's going to need. So, you know, you just warp past that floor above us, save those extra steps, and use those to go get Bobadi. What's the monk? Is the power gauntlet. I gotta get rid of some armor, don't I? No, I have open slots. I was thinking I was missing something there. Oh. Who doesn't have one? You don't have one, but you're also going to have. So you're going to have the silver. Oh, that's what I was thinking right there. Still feel like the Zeus con was supposed to be up here. I think I'm just overthinking things again. those are all correct. Let's go. And I can then just immediately skip out of this one. I mean, it is 42 absorb on the opal armor versus... I did grab the slab, didn't I? Okay. Like, oh no! It's 42 absorb on the opal armor versus the 24, but that 16 is not gonna rear its ugly head just yet. Mirage and Temple of the Past? Yes, it will. But here, this isn't the cracked out Kraken, okay? This is, I'm sorry, Mrs. Jackson, but this is not, I'm going to make you cry. Stupid soda pop song. You know, the only reason Zoe thought they were magicians is because she got hit in the face by one of those flying hearts and didn't see the tattoos. Those of you who understood that, good for you. Who am I kidding? It's like everybody saw K-pop Demon Hunters. Which I didn't care for the plot. I didn't care for the music. I liked the fact that they were essentially Looney Tune characters. You enjoy what you like. The humor was there. It was good writing. I really enjoy proof of concept. How do you put this? Like, okay, so-and-so is the smartest person in the room, and their way of making that work is everybody else in the room is pants-on head stupid when compared to them. I don't like that. If you're going to convince me this person is smart, show me they're smart, okay? Like, fine examples. Okay, yeah, the first, like, couple of episodes of, like, the Cumberbatch run of Sherlock, yeah, he was intelligent. He was demonstrating that intelligence. It worked. It was fine with it. And then, like, everybody else started to get flanderized to the point where, like, he's just making leaps of logic. Like, no, that's not how... That's not... Come on, man, what are we doing here? Up until the point where they had a secret sister, which everybody forgot about because he decided to write her out of his mind because she convinced him to kill a friend of theirs when they were younger and made him think initially that it was a dog. Don't think about that for too long. Anyways, criminal mastermind that is so incredibly smart that she was able to convince people to... oh, that's completely wrong. What did I do that for? She was able to convince people that while in the Supermax prison, she was able to convince the guards to join her side and then let her out completely unabated whenever she wanted to, all the way up to the guy running the prison for this super hyper-intelligent criminal who then also just occasionally goes back to that prison and hangs out. No, I don't believe with just your words that you're going to be able to pull that off. I don't believe that. I find that a little too unreasonable. In the book Ender's Game, I don't know if it made it into the movie, I never watched it. In the book, Ender has two siblings who effectively take over the entire world and all of their governments by chatting to people online. I don't believe there is a level of discourse and dialogue that could exist. Now, nowadays we have things like bots, so you could probably build a groundswell of people that are following them. That would make more sense. That was not written into the book by Orson Scott Card. He just said they are smart enough that they can talk to people. No, I don't believe that is a possibility. I think, Orson, I think you're nuts. I think a lot of people don't know how to write smart people. They don't know how to write competent people in fields that they are not competent in. All this to say, I liked K-pop Demon Hunters for the concept of we need to write music so outstandingly good that it shuts out demons from being able to enter our world. And the music that they wrote for that, 6 of them hit the worldwide top 10 on charting. One of them was #1, won all the awards, won an Oscar. You know what? I think you did it. I think you actually did, in fact, do the... Yeah, oh, we can prove it. Oh, you did. Okay, damn. Speaking of which, so Kraken's doing Kraken stuff. We're going to have to kill him super fast, aren't we? Or we're going to have to start rusing up the the red mage here. Was not expecting him to go hardcore like that. We're gonna have to start rusing you, and I'm gonna fast him up. In case it winds up having to go to the backup strat. We're going to the backup strat. Oh my goodness. You do not see this very often. Oh goodness. We're not out of the woods yet. I'm gonna use a third, and I'm gonna keep tempering him. Ooh, sir. This is a rarity. I like it. This is interesting. So we're almost there. We've almost got you taken care of, mister. I'm gonna lightning you, because I can. Yeah! Oh, goodness. Woo, that happened. We're not going to get into another fight immediately outside. Oh, I guess we're going to immediately get into another fight inside. I forgot I was that far off on the step count again. Man, they released a Kraken right there. That was special. Oh, this is where I have the extra house for. So I'm not going to use the step count there or there. I don't know where I'm going to be in relation to, because it's not going to be here anymore. Nope, no it is not. Whatever, Melvin. This time we actually do go to, who's it? Oop, shot right past. Goodness gracious, that was, no, yeah, I don't use that here. Okay, so I need Cure 3. I don't need anything else. He's only there for life or Cure 3. Doctor. Warp on out. That was great. He did have the, he even had the bonk. I forgot. That's the other reason you put the bonk on him, because he can ruse up, and if he's the only dude left, he can whittle down Kraken. There's a run of this I did where I wound up having to do that with the Black Mage, because I forgot that the bonk was on him, but thankfully he also had the defense sword on him, so not a great situation. Managed to get out of it. Gosh, how far off am I on this step count? I don't... Yeah, but these are supposed to be giants anyways. This doesn't count. Because that guy would have been a Tyro. T-Y-Ro. Big old dino fight! So I'm like 1 or 2 off, maybe. Or maybe that was supposed to be it. And this next one will... If this next one's the Tyro fight, you do the courtesy, hello, sir! If this next one's a Tyro fight, then that means I'm actually slightly behind, which I don't think makes sense, but we'll go with it. Nope. Hello, thank you. Please use the warp. Nope, still giants, goodness. So when are the Zombles gonna show up? You know, apparently Pip and Jordan and... So there's the Tyro. I don't even know anymore. There they are. Alright, how we doing? How's everybody going? NinJULYden. You light in what? Oop, go up. Thank you. So, is this gonna be the stupid anklos? I'm gonna tent just to play it safe. Oh, it is a Tyro. Well, alright then. I mean, I'm going to be using a house here, so let's just go ahead and cast some spells, have some fun with it, slap them around. Okay, well, that's life. So that's not what I wanted you to do. Well, that's life. What is that, oh, who was that? That was, Ray Charles, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. Hard reset, go on in. Gonna take 3 fights while getting an Aegis and a Vorpal. Nice. This is a plenty amount right here. these guys are just, they're on the way and you can blow them up, so you might as well. Don't need that chest. Here's the Chimera. Only 2. That sucks. The lag is still killing me. I really got to figure out what the heck is causing that. I have open OVMS, the RGL stream with the stream itself paused so I can always look at chat. The game and my timer. I even closed Discord. What is happening? I do not like what's happening here. It's terrible. Oh, forgot. I have to... Yeah, and then I eventually get the dragon armor upstairs. Cool. No, what am I doing? I gotta fight one more vampires, get that extra XP in, because I want to burn off that extra fire 3. It's a good amount. I'll take it. Yay, and then you have the one warp. Ow. Alright. Most everything else here is the same. I actually don't get the sun sword because you don't need to. And it's not enough steps to be able to worry about, like, burning off to get, like, the katana. So, unfortunately, I don't do that. But, the Vorpal is good enough for now. No, dagnabbit! The lag ate my input. I was trying to use the Zeus gauntlet. You die, you butthead. Oh, Captain Booty. Oh. Nah, just hit him. There, thank you. And you'll... That was... No, that wasn't through a ribbon. He doesn't have a ribbon yet. Oh, yes, no, because all this is just good little experience you can pick up along the way. I don't need to, like, yeah, only 2, I'm gonna skip it. Like, the next, I might take the next, it won't be enough to get the fighter all, well, with the Medusa and, no, not if it's only 2. Okay, never mind. So we're just gonna keep moving. I will come back and get the katana, because if we're playing Ninja %, vanilla-ish, you gotta get the man's katana. It's either there you go all the way really deep into Temple of the Past to get that one, and don't do that. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan of getting your 6 and 3, right? Yeah, I could have given him a heal helmet. I just never do. No, I don't give him that because he gets a ribbon. What am I talking about? Never mind. Yeah, no, that's right. Cerebuses, who suck because they will do that. Bleh. Right, what are we talking about? What are we doing? So it's going to be, I do the slightly different maneuver. The knight, who's going to be in the front of the party, is going to be repeatedly using the Bane sword, because everybody else is going to be powering up the ninja, because, I mean, why not? I mean, you can, so why not, right? Anything in particular? I think it's lightning? No, you use lightning. Oh, well, it doesn't help if you try to kill the ninja. Please stop. Well, who do we think is going to do a better job of trying to kill? Do we think it'll be Bane, or do we think it'll be hit with Vorpal? Who knows? Keep forgetting to skip that split. And that split. Goodness, I'm way behind. I'm going to keep the Bane Sword on hit, and he is going to... Oh, I'll have to throw the Vorpal onto... wait a minute. No, I'm going to throw the Bane Sword onto... Oop. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to throw it onto him. I'm going to have gonna have the ninja be spamming the Bane Sword. I'm gonna hope that he kills Tiamat. That's the plan. Because why not? You know, why not? Have some fun with it. Gotta go get another ribbon. And I do get Excal. Vorpal is good for, you know, endgame fun shenanigans and all that jazz, but I want the Excal for the first couple of fiends in the Temple of Fiends Revisited. What am I doing? What am I missing here? Yes. I wonder how much time I've lost due to that lag. I mean, to be fair, I'm already 14 minutes behind on this split. I don't think I've had 14 minutes of garbage happening, so I don't think that's correct. You know what? I think I maybe have enough steps to get to the katana. We're gonna do something stupid. I've never tried this before. I have not actually worked out the steps to, if this is enough, to get this katana ahead of time. So I'm doing something stupid here because I don't know if this is gonna wind up, like, killing me. There's like a couple of fights you're trying to skip anyways. I think I might wind up running into a sorcerer pack on this floor because I just did that. I hope I don't. Because this should be a sentry? Yes. So I might still barely get out ahead of the sorcerer pack, which is, you don't want to fight those. You know, death touch is not a thing you want to be dealing with here. So we shall see. Hopefully I get out. I did not get out. And they go first! This is why you don't get the don't get the katana. You need to get out first. Woo! Next question. Does that eat enough steps that I wind up running into Warmech before getting to Tiamat? I don't think so. But I don't want to run that risk either. The lag has got to be killing me. I really do need to figure that out. I'm sorry about that. Because last time I did one of these, I even like, okay, fresh reset of everything on the computer. We'll jump right back in, and it still happened. Oh, but I think the next fight is Warmech, so let's hurry up and get out of here. And he has the Bane Sword. So, fighter's going to be using Bane. You use that just to keep yourself alive. And we're going to be fasting and tempering the ninja. So it's going to be ninja with katana versus Bane Sword. Who gets there? Who does it? Who? It's the sword! Fine. I guess I'm not really complaining about a one-turn Tiamat. Ooh, don't like that at all. We're just gonna walk away from that. Those guys have crack. I know what I said. You heard me. Right, so next up, what's up, MTI? What's crackin'? Right, yes, so, in order to make this viable, in order to make this viable in terms of ninja percent, I got bad news. He's not at a high enough level. Because we need him to be able to survive the 400 hit points that a nuke can do to him. He needs 8 more levels. Guess what that means? It's a Gamma time. But he has his weapon already. He has all of the gear that he needs. And, he's going to be, rolling on... Well, you stay up there. You got the most points. So he's going to have to be rolling on out there and, punching him in the face an awful lot. Which is just how it's going to go. That's nice, Gabe. Don't go there. Do not. Friends, don't let friends do that. We just go ahead and use the same step count as before. It's just faster and safer and easier and all that. What does Meshuggah mean? I know it means something. It's in Yiddish? I don't know. Malarkey is one that I know. Whatever. Yay for the chance to go first. So we're going to be draining off hit points off everybody as fast as we can. Get down to just the ninja. Ninja is going to be pretty soon one round pick the Akamas. At least then it goes pretty quick. It's only like 2 to 3 fights. So it's like, it takes like 10 minutes. It sucks, but I mean, you got the little extra buffer window and then you walk into the final dungeon and just beat the poop out of everybody as you do. There you go. See, you're helping out. Thank you for that. Thank you for the parting shot, sir. Bye. Yeah, you just need to get the ninja up to the point where you can survive the new. I mean, you don't have to, but burning off 8 fights and then walking through the first 2 floors takes like 5 minutes, and then having to reset after all that sucks, and I don't want to have to do that. I really should have put better weapons up front so everybody could just use them super fast. Oh, well, that's fine. Those are all okay. Just up, down, up, down, up, down, why not? Now, hit him too, please. No, wrong guy. What's wrong with you? Please hit the red mage. Thank you. All right. So now we're doing the thing. Yippity skippity. So let's make the ninja into the powerhouse of the mitochondria. That did one shot. That's fine. Because when he gets to like 25 is when he starts doing 5 hits, and it's a lot better. One of the other fixes that they actually corrected, well, I guess corrected, they fixed how much plus hit that the thief and or ninja get on level to help them stay somewhat competitive with guys that the knight and the black belt are getting raw damage for level. They still get some damage, but they get a higher amount of plus hit, which in theory will then allow them to get more hits per turn and try to hopefully make it from there. That coupled with the weaponry with the higher quit rate, yes, quit rate. Crit rate should in theory make that work. E-I-O. So the goal, like I say, is 400 hit points. Nothing really else to say other than here we are beating up these guys, which I should have been here 10 minutes ago. Oh well. What was the big time loss on this one, I wonder? Where did that happen? After... Oh, well, the initial Agama grind. Yeah, sure. But I was 5 minutes back by that point already. Oops. Where's the big 5 minute? Everything was just a slow loss, and then... Well, just a couple of deaths. Yeah, a couple of deaths courtesy of Barsh, Cave, and Astos. Those did not help. Having to dump extra experience into the Black Mage to get caught up. It all kind of snowballs. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, yep, cool. 2 more fights to get to the next level. You're still not quite one-shotting him, though. I'm slightly annoyed by that, sir. How long does stupid place check once you takes about, in theory, about 13 minutes to do Topher. So it looks like we're going to be slightly over, especially with the lag, so it'll probably be like 210, unfortunately. But again, this is also the bonus point. Oh, 215, let's go kill Warmac. What do you say? 215, we'll kill Warmac. Why not? Let's do it. Forgot we're going to do that as well. But it also means that we have the powered up ninja, as you do. Is that a 5-hitter? Is this a 5-hitter? Because it does have extra plus hit on it, as opposed to the Vorpal, so he gets to the 5 hits sooner. He's still not one-shotting. He needs a little more damage. Dag nabbit ninja. Kill him, Smalls. Throw like a girl. There you go. Keep that. One hitting is twice as fast. Especially if you get to just go first. Yay! So now you pump out like 5 fights a turn. See, this is what I'm talking about. The last 3 levels shouldn't take as long as the first 5, but of course they do. It takes a large amount of levels to be able to get him up to 6 hits, so we don't worry about that. We just want him to survive the nuke. And then he hits plenty hard. You don't have to worry about it past that. God, the lag is so annoying. I really need to figure that out. Someone yell at me before I submit something to one of these again. Hey, did you fix the lag? And hopefully I have a good answer. Either that or hopefully I'm a very good lot. No, you don't want that. No one wants that. Don't do that. No, me, no. Oh, you know what? There is something I forgot to shut off. I'm wondering if that is having any sort of an issue here. I don't think it is. Let me go ahead and turn it off real quick. See if that has any effect. Nope. That is a no. That did not help at all. Woo! Excuse me. I don't even remember what I'm at. Am I at 26? I haven't been paying attention. At least he doesn't really do much damage to you anymore. Because, like, the black belt, every level up, will, like, default to 1 defense because you probably only have a ribbon on him. And you're like, oh no, he got hit real hard. Woo! And every time you gotta fix it, it's terrible. Should probably be healing him. Oh, the knight got to 19, right? I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, okay, so he has 3 casts. Yeah, you got your 4. Oop, stop doing that. You're still gonna wind up having to fight, like, the bulls on the way out, man. Just, you know, stop trying to make it happen sooner. 1 more level. It is 28. Yep. 28 is the safety. For those of you who are not in the know, like the processor that I have on this motherboard, the highest possible, fastest operating processor that this motherboard can accept is an FX 6300 6-core black, which is not exactly great. I also have, like, I think the highest amount of RAM that this motherboard can possibly take, which is, I think, 32 gigs of DDR3. And what with the prices of everything these days, I cannot afford to upgrade. Like, my video card. Not that that would really matter for, you know, an emulated Nintendo game like this. My video card is a GTX 960. If you think I'm going to be able to afford a better video card either, y'all are nuts. Are you kidding me? 2 hit points. 2 hit points. I don't care, we're leaving. We're good. The 2 hit points I don't care about. Bloody garbage. I think I'm still gonna run into the bulls now. Oh well, whatever. Okay, well let's go resurrect everybody and let's go beat up Warmac and then move on to oh yeah, beating up Warmac will give me the last level that I need, so we'll do that. I'm not gonna worry about needing heal potions. We can just go straight there. Actually, let's not even worry about Warmac. Warmac's going to be a bit of a foregone conclusion. Let's just go to Topher. What do you say? Yeah. Well, not quite. I do need. I'm gonna need an X-Cal. I do want the X-Cal. It is helpful for those fiends. Oh, you don't use defense. Defense goes on to, oh no, it does go on to you, because you can't do the thing. I'm gonna risk not worrying about getting the 9 heals. We're gonna go on with that. Right, let's burn off fights. There's 3 fights out here. 5 inside Topher. And then you fight a zombie. You run from him, and you step on into the final dungeon. Woo! That's how it works. And we're going to be beating things up with a ninja. Because that was the point of all of this, wasn't it? I guess I don't have to have it in the front of the party. Let's have the big beefy dude standing in front. Let's let that guy do that. Spooter. When you see the creeps, you know you've done the 8 fights, which should be the next fight. There we are. Oop. Walk on in. Fight a Zombo. Hey Zombo, where you at? Let's go, Zombo. Cool. Probably removed my hand from hitting the reset button. Onward. I keep forgetting. Let's do that again. Oops. I said, there's about to be dragons up in here. I should probably not have you standing up in front like that, huh? We have 500. Oh, well, I guess he don't. No, I guess, yeah, he don't. Oh, well. There's some unrunnable junk that can happen on the next floor, so we take this fight here. It's at least one you can get away from. So far, having good luck on the runs. Not the good phrasing. Not the way I should have said that. Did not like that phrasing at all. I apologize for that. I don't know why I'm having you attack, but you know, whatever. Yeah. Vorpal's good for the crits and all, but I mean, like, against that dude, you want him gone. X-Cal, it's kind of helpful. I mean, I'm sure statistically, like, the Vorpal outperforms it, but I anecdotally seem to have more luck with using the X-Cal. And reset. Every time you're in and out of a fight. All things like that. No, who cares about that? You should hit him. Zeus Gauntlet, they're weak to ice, but I don't want to be spending resources right now. Because I didn't get those extra 9 heals, I will be trying to use the heal staff, and I see that's not going to happen. Oh well. Got more dragons coming up, though. Here they be. Even using the mouse. Why are you being this way? Ugh. I do wonder, maybe it's because my camera's so old? I do have another one somewhere upstairs. Pretty sure I do. But then I'd have to be hooking up a camera and a microphone, and I'm so lazy. I'm just so lazy. Now, we do have the ability to resurrect, but it's a simpler idea to have guys getting turned to stone, and then dealing with the repercussions of that. Which means you can just pop somebody out of stone whenever you really need to. Stop going for them. I want you to turn to stone. Stop it. Turn to stone the top 2 people. The casters, you nitwits. It helps if you actually land it, doesn't it? No. 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 Come on. There's one. No. That sure, why not? Not him. Yes, thank you. Finally. Why? Also a good amount of experience on this group right here. Bane Sword, I think they're just iffy to it. Just use whatever you can, I guess, right? Chat is not moved. I'm wondering if I need to, like, refresh that screen or anything. I don't know. 398. Ugh. You better not hit a max nuke on him. Do not. Okay. Like, do not do that. You jerk. Now take him out. Thank you. Oh my God. Already at half of our heal potions. Not pleasant. And I mean, yeah, you're always tempted to see like these groups with a whole bunch of Agamas and like, I want to fight them. No, you don't. Oh, I didn't want to fight them. There's only two. In theory, I can one-shot them. Oh, I didn't. That extra little bit, man. That extra little hit points, which I don't need right now, but I mean, it also means more damage. Starts adding up. Even though you don't really need it because you've got, you know, tempers and all that jazz. You unfortunately have these guys, which you can't run from, and there's all four of them. Blech. So again, Vorpal is probably, maybe outperforming on those guys, but I don't know. The bonus damage from the X-Scal is what I like. I have something I don't need. What am I missing here? Oh, because normally you wouldn't have the bonk. He's not going to need the AoE. Nobody's going to need the AoE. Yeah. As dumb as it sounds. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to play it the normal way, where you go ahead and let's bring out the big guns and just start laying waste to everything we come across. Yep, there's only 5, in theory, only 5 fights that I need to be casting fast on. And here they are. I don't even really need to be using a temper at this point. It's just, yeah, these guys will pound the crap out of her. And I'll just shore up heal. Why not? Cool. And that should be carry. That is carry. Moving on. It's also more people to give you the opportunity to run during these fights. You really shouldn't have to worry about trying to AoE any of this down. It's not going to be good for experience. It's just going to be beat everything up. Or not beat everything up. Run the hell away instead of worrying about trying to beat everything up. Get the full seafood platter going on over here. I hit refresh on the stream because I was wondering if it was freezing up on me and I'm just being whatever, but now here's the lag again. Oh boy. Sir. Sir. Oh my gosh. Sir! Oh my gosh. So this is the part where things get tricky. Yes, because he has the defense sword. Alright. Ruse. Defense. Ruse. Start hasting people up before you maybe get pummeled, dude. mean, yeah, it's cracking. He's gonna be bringing the thunder, so you best have the lightning. Sir, could you please stop? Sure, why not? Throw a fire at him. Let's see what'll happen. Not much. Beat him up with that. I should heal. Trying to not have to use a bunch of heal potions here. The heal potions are home run, ending stretch. Let's go. At least in theory. Ugh. These guys are also terrible. I keep getting a split there. Woo, let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Stop it. Well, this is the last regular fight. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Carrie is go fast. She's going to be pummeling things. What am I doing? What am I doing? Him self-buffing is a secondary thing. You throw that out on yourself just in case something happens to the knight super fast, which can happen like that. Whoops-a-doodle. Could you not do that to me, sir? Yes. Says, don't you break any ribbons, mister. Nuh-uh. Don't you dare. Yeah, why not? Normally he's throwing out a lot more AoE, like just raw damage than she actually. Tiamat's apparently she. I never remember. Oh well. That was good damage. But, yeah, like, well, not that. You know, the more esoteric of spells? I don't know what to call them. Whatever. Really, just getting past Kraken. Yeah, there's a big one. Getting past Kraken is the part where you go, okay, I feel good about our chances now. That's pretty much it. And there should be no more fights. There's no more fights. Use up the list of our heal potions, and let's move on to Chaos, or as I thought it was pronounced as a kid, Chaos. Look, I didn't say I was smart. Oh, what am I doing? Other thing is, he doesn't need pro ring, but he gets the block. You don't need both. You don't care about that. Put you back. And he has defense in case he needs to ruse up. We are good. Do I want to... Yes, I do. For funsies, is that... Well... Yeah, they're both going to run out of stuff faster. It doesn't really matter. So whoever's... except he can be healing. Okay. I'm going to do for funsies... There we go. Sorry. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing? What's happening? Let's fight. We're going. We're going. Wow! Sure. Use your ruse. Fast. Temper. Defense. Doesn't really matter. In this case, the knight up top is the... Bring it. Everybody else is going to be buffing the hell out of Slappy down there. Actually, do you have anything cool you could use? Oh, I forgot to equip the Vorpal on him. Oh well. Doesn't matter at this point. Let's start swinging. Let's see how it goes. Well, that's a good start. Fifth of his life is gone. See, because tempers actually work now, this just becomes hilarious. I could have come here a heck of a lot sooner. I don't know if the ninja would survive this one, but, you know, it's fun, and seeing this kind of damage happen is hilarious. It's like also if you have it on the have the knight using a vorpal. You know, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We can do more. We can do more. See if we can keep him alive. Actually, let's do that. Come on. You got one more. You got one more temper you can throw onto him, right? No, it doesn't matter. He's dead, isn't he? Yep, that's it. Okay, that's time. Just two-rounded him. Just, what's up? You ain't no cracking. Duh. So there you go. Ninja% on vanilla-ish. Or, sorry, thief. Come on, it's ninjas for NinJULYden. So there you go. That's it. That happened. All in favor of... I'll tell you what. I'm just going to go ahead and do my usual, hey, Google, thanks y'all for having me. I need to figure out the lag, because I should have easily hit the under on this. And anyways, so that's that. I don't know how long you guys are going to, like, try to... You were great. You have an amazing wisdom, power, and Final Fantasy Winter Animals. Yay. So, I don't know. Until you guys decide to punt me off, I'm going to go ahead and go try to find Warmac. You can cut me off whenever, and I'm just going to be yapping whenever, but that's where I'm headed, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's going to be my final boss, if you will. I'm going to go take out Warmac. And if you don't cancel, that's cool. That's fine. I don't care. Remember, I don't have Discord open. I can't see any of you saying anything right now. So I don't know if you're gonna say no, if you're gonna say yes. I don't care. We're gonna go beat this dude up back here. We'll back up on the splits. And you also see, like, if you just walk straight through this place, you're actually gonna skip most everything that you don't want to have to deal with, and then you just on the bridge there's like 10 fights and then Warmac, because it is scripted. Like, yeah, the 3 in 64 chance, but that's just the way that the fights and the step count are mapped out. It's not every single fight is going to have the odds of that happening. The fights are scripted out based off of where you got into a fight, on which floor of which dungeon, was it on the overworld, things like that. So that's how it works. Oh, I forgot to put the meat shield up in front. Oh no. Darn. That's why, you know, like, the first fight's always going to be Kaizoku if you're on the sea. If you take too many steps on one floor, you know what the next floor is going to be. That's like, on this next floor, about halfway through walking through it, I'm going to find an eye. The guy that is guarding the floater. That guy will be there, because that is where he appears in the step count. If you make a beeline through all of this place, you will fight an eye. Okay, more than halfway, but see that the 3 in 64 is not quite correct. It is, they are scheduled on the step count far less than other fights in the order. Like, you shouldn't see Whizvamps on this floor. If anything, you'll see them once on the next floor, and you're always sitting here thinking, ooh, vampires are worth more experience. Let's take them on. They immediately cast Aether. Like, oh, okay. You guys suck. Getting onto this floor too early, I forgot. You need to burn off steps on the previous floor, because there's a sorcerer fight. And I forgot about that. So please don't kill anyone. Okay, good. Now up here, oh, there is a second one. Oh well. Once you get to the bridge, it's the bridge. You're going to have a number of fights, and eventually catches up to where I was on the previous step count, walking up to go fight Tiamat. There'll be eventually you'll see the 4 red hydras and then a Naga air fight, and I'm pretty sure the fight immediately after that is Warmac, because it's scripted. I do not know how many fights you have to do after that to get another Warmac. I know it's a lot because I tried to do it as a kid, and I don't know if I did ever eventually get to him. But it can happen. Oh, I hate the lag so much. Woo. Like, you can't speed it up by taking... You're in a dungeon. The steps are going to be the same until you leave the dungeon. There's different amount so that the step count will be advanced against the global counter. Based off of if you're in a town, it won't advance at all. If you're in the airship, it won't advance at all. There are certain dead spots on maps and on the overworld where there are no encounters and it will not advance. There's like some just right out in front of Canaria Castle. You actually have to have a fairly specific walk path to be able to get up to Garland with that first ghoul fight. If you do it wrong, you get an imp fight outside of the place, and you don't fight the ghoul, which is an extra level that you would probably like to have before fighting Garland, and you definitely want to be fighting the ogres and the pirates of Provoca, all that. So after this should be a big beefy dude. And there he is, see? And he gets to go first because he's a colossal piece of poop. If anything, they should do that just to play it safe, and I'm going to, as per usual, buff up the ninja. Because he has another nuclear that he can and will use because he sucks. So we're going to... Hopefully that doesn't wind up happening to you, and he's at near full life, not enough to survive another nuclear, but we can power him up. Okay, he survived the other nuclear. Good. So now, he is going to just start pounding, because he just has to. Actually, I'm going to heal him again. Hey, be nice. Stop it. Cats is fighting. Okay, well, here we go, Solo. Let's do it. Let's get him. Come on. Get him. There you go. Okay, and time. There we go. Now we got him. We did them all. We soloed the big son of a gun. Actually, you know what? It's important to be able to... It is important to be able to safely get out of the dungeon. Now we're out. And the game is saved, and we are done. Thank you all. Happy NinJULYden, everybody. I've been Drumbo. Hopefully here in the future, Dr. Umbo. What's up? And, where's the stupid... There's, Chester. He's the real ninja. He saw danger, he immediately took off. Woo! Alright, thanks, y'all.